Hi, my name is Melanie, and I'm an occupational therapist with Alberta Health Services. When your child is doing activities that require two hands, they're using bilateral coordination. In this video, you'll learn the types of bilateral coordination, what it looks like if your child struggles with this skill, and how you can help your child. Bilateral coordination is one area where your child builds strong fine motor skills. Bilateral coordination is when your child uses both sides of their body together to do an activity. Being able to use their hands together shows that both sides of your child's brain are working together. This skill can be seen in gross motor activities like crawling and walking and fine motor activities. Daily living skills like dressing, grooming, self-feeding, and play require bilateral coordination. There are three different types of bilateral coordination: symmetrical, alternating, and asymmetrical. Symmetrical bilateral coordination means both hands do the same motion or movement together. This is used when pulling up pants, carrying a large object, or clapping. Alternating bilateral coordination means both sides of the body are performing the same motion or movement in an alternating pattern. You see this in gross motor skills like crawling and climbing. You also see this during action songs, ripping paper, or opening a jar. Asymmetrical bilateral coordination is when both hands are working together by doing different movements. One hand is the supporting or helping hand. The other hand is the doing hand. Many fine motor activities are asymmetrical, like closing a zipper, buttoning a coat, writing and drawing, tying shoes, or using a knife to spread. Activities that show hand dominance are asymmetrical. Your child starts to develop their bilateral coordination skills while they're still a baby. Symmetrical movements develop first. You may notice your baby put hands together on their chest, bring both hands to their mouth, or clap. They learn to push up through both hands when they're on their tummy. Once symmetrical movement is developed, next comes alternating movements. You'll notice this as your baby learns to pivot or turn on their tummy and starts to crawl. Asymmetrical bilateral coordination develops last. It keeps developing and refining as your child discovers hand dominance. Struggles with bilateral coordination are more common with alternating and asymmetrical activities. If your child is struggling, you may notice they do activities slowly, even ones they've done many times. They might try to use one hand only for activities meant for two hands. They look awkward or uncoordinated and get frustrated with everyday activities like opening and closing containers or doing up buttons and zippers. Keep in mind that bilateral coordination builds from your child's ability to use a variety of grasp patterns and cross midline. If your child is struggling with either of those skills, they may struggle with bilateral coordination. To encourage symmetrical movements, try pushing wagons, carts, or laundry baskets with both hands, holding onto a swing, using a rolling pin with dough or Play-Doh, playing catch. To support alternating bilateral coordination, try action songs, climbing using rungs, a rope, or handholds, playing drums, or animal walks. Asymmetrical bilateral coordination is developed as your child builds independence with daily activities such as eating with utensils, opening and closing containers, learning to dress and undress, learning to do fasteners like buttons and zippers. Creative play like scribbling, drawing, coloring, creating with Play-Doh or clay, building with toys like Lego, construction toys, magnet blocks, and learning to play an instrument are all activities that encourage bilateral coordination. Being able to use both hands together, doing the same movement, alternating movement, or completely different movements helps your child refine their fine motor skills. Bilateral coordination is important, but it's only part of developing fine motor skills. Watch the other videos in this collection or visit the Pediatric Rehabilitation website to learn more.
Find information, support, and services for you and your child by clicking on the link in the description.